What is up, guys? Welcome to the video. I am once again starting a video in Madison Square Park. The reason being is that I just train clients really close to this park, and when I'm in between clients, I just come here because it is like insanely beautiful right now. It is so lush, it is so green. I am just over the moon. Today's video, we're gonna vlog the day. Last week was really in-depth, really serious, educational, deep dive type stuff. So this week we'll keep it nice, lighthearted, vlog style, little spring in New York City kind of action. And I'm just in a really good mood today. I recently read Matthew McConaughey's book, Green Lights, which I cannot recommend enough. It is like genuinely so good. I'm not usually a huge memoir person in that type of writing, but I genuinely enjoyed that book so much. So I would absolutely recommend Green Lights. Check it out. So with that out of the way, it's about 9 o'clock right now. I got a client 9:30 a few blocks away from here. So I'm just chilling here, hanging out, enjoying the sun, and we'll pick things up after that client. Back home, and I remembered when I was riding my bike home that I have a day pass to the Blink right by my apartment, which I've never been to before. So I'm gonna do today's workout at that Blink, which I'm super excited before because the gym that I train at usually doesn't have any machines. It's all free weights, barbells, and cable machines. I'm really excited to use machines again. So I'm gonna hit a leg day at that Blink. But before that, I'm gonna have a nice pre-workout meal now, some protein plus carb, get a little food in my system, and then walk over to the gym. So I was planning on going like cut to the kitchen, me making a nice meal. I opened my fridge and realized that I don't have like shit for food right now, but I do have Core Power right here. So I'm gonna drink this, 42 grams of protein, 230 calories. So not the most like applicable pre-workout meal. That being said, if you're watching this and you're like, so what is a good pre-workout meal? Protein plus carbs. I try to have at least 20 grams of protein and at least 30 to 40 grams of carbs in that meal. So I'm just gonna have the Core Power, have some strawberries, and then head over to the gym. Also, I gotta be honest with you guys, my nutrition the past week has been absolute dog shit. I did that full day of eating video and I was like so dialed in like that. Like that video was a good representation of my day to day. But in the past week, I have ordered a lot of food, had meals out that I didn't track. And overall, I've been like pretty lenient in the past week with my nutrition, mostly because I'm at a good point right now in my cut. And I've done this enough that like, I know that I don't have to be dialed in every single day to make progress. So there's been days in the past week where I've gotten like maybe 60 grams of protein in the whole day when I'm trying to be getting like 160 on the low end. I do that sometimes, my clients do that, you probably do that, and there's nothing wrong with it because you just know you can get right back on track the next day. So in that spirit, let's call today that next day. I'm gonna be on track, I'm gonna be dialed in with my nutrition today and hopefully for the rest of the week.
Two hours later.
So do you ever like plan a whole vlog around like going to a new gym and doing cool stuff during the day, and then you get to that new gym and you get scolded almost instantly for trying to film you doing your sets in the gym? Because that didn't happen to me just now, but it was a solid workout, I would say. Leg day. I'll throw the workout up on the screen so you have like an idea of what I did since I couldn't film any of it. I'm not bitter or anything. Anyway, now I'm gonna head home, get some food in me. I have a client call at 2 o'clock, and then I'm gonna watch a Manchester United game against Leicester today, coming to the end of the season. Very excited about that. Hopefully for the rest of the video, no authority figure tells me that I can't film in a specific place, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm somebody who's admittedly quick to anger, and sometimes when I get angry at people like, you know, Blink Fitness for making up arbitrary rules about filming, it can really set me off in kind of like this angry spiral. And that's me. That's something I gotta work on. But I just hopped off the phone with a client of mine. This phone call completely changed my day around. I probably was gonna think about the guy who talked to me at Blink for the rest of the day until this phone call. The call was with a client of mine that I've been working with for a few months now. And without giving too much detail about this client or the rest of it, it was one of those phone calls where I almost got emotional when I was talking to him because it's really easy to get caught up in the sexiness of the fitness industry with like fat loss and and building muscle and all the rest of it. And I know that of all the people out there, I don't lean into that super heavily, but even I'm guilty of it from time to time. And even personally, in the way I view my own fitness, you know, I like my cut right now, admittedly, so I look better with my shirt off in the summer. But really being on the phone with somebody who is working towards their own fitness goal for the sake of actual health and energy and just being around longer for their kids is incredibly motivating and incredibly grounding, and gave me the serious perspective kick in the ass that I needed after I was bitter about some guy telling me I couldn't film in a gym. And the reason I'm committing this to my vlog right now is because if you're watching this, remember that there's so much more to fitness than abs and big butts and a heavy bench press and all the rest of it. The stuff that seriously matters is the stuff that I just got off the phone talking about. And that's changing your relationship with yourself, with your past self, with food, with the way you just talk to yourself and the way you feel. And those things are so much more important than abs and butts and biceps and all the rest of it. So if you're watching this and you're tired of all the ads you see and all the marketing towards fitness being about just your appearance, remember that there is so much more that changes when you take control of your health, when you take control of your diet, when you take control of your movement. These things seriously matter. And this phone call was incredibly reaffirming of that belief. And I just really wanted to document it. But now that I'm in a much better mood, I'm gonna head out, get a haircut, because you always feel better after a haircut. So I'm just stacking these wins up as I go throughout the day. Who knows if there's a rule about filming in barbershops that we didn't know about. Nothing better in the whole world than a nice fresh haircut. I'm walking past Tompkins Square Park right now. Just a perfect day to live in the East Village. Super happy, lots of skaters, lots of people just like doing fun activities, people playing basketball, people working out. It's just like a perfect day, just a perfect day. So I'm home, I'm about to make a smoothie, but real quick, shout out neighborhood barbers. Right there is my smoothie recipe. 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder, about 8 to 10 ounces of almond milk, and then some type of frozen fruit. I'm a big fan of like berry plus banana. Today I just had strawberries. I'm glad I threw them in the freezer earlier today. It's pretty damn good actually. I'll throw the macros up on the screen right here. So feel free to make that smoothie yourself. Like I said, super tasty, super macro friendly. And with the smoothie done, the day is kind of winding down for me, and I think I'm gonna end the video here. It's been a weird day. I'm glad I just randomly decided to vlog today. The super high highs of that call with my client and the low low of blank. But as always, please like, please comment, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'm thinking about going up to 2x a week on YouTube, especially in the coming weeks, and I'll probably explain why in a later video, because a lot of transition going on in my life right now, some big changes, and I think I'm gonna have a little bit more time to dedicate towards YouTube. So if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe so that you see all of the new videos coming your way, hopefully on a bi-weekly basis in the future. But for now, every single week, cranking out those uploads. I appreciate you all immensely, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Fucking blank, man.